Hello and welcome to another Royal Reviewer live channel episode, and today I bring you the news that the Queen's Christmas message is to be broadcast on Amazon, or available on Amazon for the first time in history. Also, I invite you to ask me anything about the royal family, the royal news, what's been going on over the last couple of weeks. So really this is a live chat and it is over to you. We are December the 20th. Oh my goodness, it has just gone, the time has just flown. I can't believe we are on the 20th of December already. Christmas is but 4 days away. Have you done all of your Christmas shopping? Things are changing here in the UK. We've had a new tier introduced of restrictions, and things are just very, very different. It's going to be a very different Christmas for a lot of us. So I hope you're all doing okay, and I hope that you are all well. Hello to everyone who is just dropping in. I imagine there'll be quite a few people dropping in. So again, I invite you to ask me anything royal related about what's going on. And I will try to answer your questions. But I literally just saw about 5 minutes ago that royal reporters have begun to tweet about the Queen's Christmas message. So it was said in the press a few probably as early as last week that there was a delay in filming the Queen's Christmas speech. So for those of you who know, the Queen's Christmas speech is recorded in advance, usually a couple of weeks ahead of Christmas Day. It is then broadcast around the world through various different mediums. Also, ITV, Channel 4 and BBC rotate who shows the Christmas message at 3 p.m. No, actually, who records it. It's not who shows it, it's also who records it as well. And that has been the case for a number of years. It was rumoured that the Queen's Christmas message was delayed in being recorded because of what potentially might happen with Brexit. So it was kind of alluded to that the Queen's message may kind of broach the subject of Brexit, and the Queen couldn't record the message either way because she didn't know the detail on if there was going to be a deal, no deal, what the circumstances were with Brexit. We still don't know, so I imagine the Queen has probably had to push ahead with recording the message anyway. So I'm kind of anticipating that the message will be very, it could be taken either way. So I imagine if the Queen does reference Brexit, or I imagine it will be very, very opaque, so to speak. I think, you could probably take the message either way. So that's what I'm anticipating will be in the Queen's Christmas broadcast. Also, I'm anticipating, of course, that she will address the pandemic situation of which we have all had to face. So it should be a very encouraging, I'm hoping uplifting speech about what we've gone through, what we're going through, what we're going to face. But also, I imagine there will be a big recognition of the losses and the sacrifices that we have endured, experienced, are going through, will go through. I think we will see all of that. It's going to be a very interesting Christmas message. Also, will she address Harry and Meghan leaving to start up a new life in America? She does often reference kind of family situations as well. So, back to the news about Amazon. So this kind of broke just a little while ago. So the monarch's annual address will now be available via Amazon Echo devices. Simply ask Alexa to play the Queen's Christmas Day message, or Alexa, play Queen Elizabeth's Christmas Day message from 3 p.m. onwards GMT on Christmas Day, and it will play the message for you. Or so Alexa should. A Buckingham Palace spokesman said, "Our aim for the broadcast is always to share the Queen's words with as many people as possible across the Commonwealth. I understand." And then a royal reporter has said, "I understand that Amazon approached the palace and asked if they could make it available on their devices. And of course, the palace, as it seems, said yes. The Queen has always embraced new technology, and the ways in which the message has been delivered has often been adapted to reflect the different ways the audience might choose to watch or listen, a source says. So if you go very, very back to when the Christmas broadcast first became a tradition, of course, by George VI, the Queen's father, it was done on the radio. Then when more people got television sets, it was later decided that the Queen should broadcast her message as well as on the radio, but also embracing the new medium of a film, of TV, of the small screen. So that's why it was broadcast on television. And now we're moving, we are in the digital age. The Queen has presided over a digital revolution, I should say. She's very, very much Queen of the digital age. And, the palace is doing what it's always done, keeping up with how people want to be communicated through. The royal family, the monarchy, already communicates via social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube as well. And they are now communicating the Christmas message. I think this is only a good thing because it means that more and more people globally will be able to access the Queen's Christmas message. Traditionally, it's kind of thought that maybe only people in the Commonwealth or the UK might be interested in the Queen's Christmas message, but a lot of people are beginning to look at the Queen, in particular the Queen that we have now, Queen Elizabeth, as kind of a bit of like a grandmother of the world almost. She's almost kind of not just Queen, of the UK and certain Commonwealth countries, or even just head of the Commonwealth. She's almost kind of been adopted, I think, by a lot of the world's population, kind of as a figurehead, as a bit of a grandmother. And the Queen's Christmas message, I think, is becoming more appealing to more different people across the world. And in particular, this year, with everything that we've gone on, a lot of times politicians can seem very insincere about what's going on in the world, about COVID, about people's lives being lost. Sometimes people look at what they've got to say with the view of that it's political. Everything they're doing is political. The decisions and things they're saying now is basically to kind of save their own skins when it comes up to the next election. What we have with a constitutional monarchy or a figurehead like the Queen is a very different proposition. Anything that the royal family do or say is not there to win an election. They are there regardless. So that what's coming from them is coming from their heart. It's not to win an election in 3 or 4 years' time. It's because they actually mean it. So to have a message that can be viewed globally by everyone who wants to access a genuine message, I think is only a positive thing. So I think it's really, really good that the Queen is using Amazon and Alexa, teaming up with Alexa, the Queen and Alexa. My goodness. I'm going to go to the comment section and see what people are saying about all of this. Let's have a look. Sharona says, show off the tiara. It's the same one I've been wearing for a few days because I've got it downstairs. It's the beautiful one that Princess Beatrice loaned from the Queen for her wedding day. So there we go. Isn't it gorgeous? I absolutely love it. Lots of people saying stay safe and have a good Christmas as well. PN says, will the Sussexes add Archie to their card this year? We don't know. Last year, the card was revealed by a charity they sent it to. This year, we haven't had any revealing of a card yet. Of course, this year, Harry and Meghan don't have Instagram. So, very, very much, we don't know. Literally, we do not know whether or not they will release to the press, to kind of distribute, or to kind of photo agencies. Whether they've had one taken at all, we don't know. So we are waiting. Also, I want to see the Queen's official Christmas card as well. As far as I'm aware, I haven't seen the Queen's one yet. And I don't think the Queen's has leaked. If anybody has seen a leaked Queen's Christmas card as well, let me know. Of course, we've seen the Cambridges, which was a really, really amazing picture. I loved the Cambridge's picture. Watch my video on that. I also love Charles and Camilla's as well. Camilla dressed casually in her jeans. I thought it was really, really good. But no, we will have to wait and see what comes from the Sussexes. It is very much their choice, what they decide to do. Laura says, of course, because she's been stripped of any nefarious title or hold she once had. Merry Christmas. I'm not quite sure who you're referencing there, but again, like I said, Christmas cards, it's very individual, it's personal, and whoever decides to release one or not, as the case may be, it's entirely up to them. Laurie Clark says, do you think the Prime Minister locking down London due to the new strain of COVID affects the Royals' plans? Right, okay, so the Royal Christmases. If you didn't know, the UK has just had an extra tier 4 added, and huge swathes of the population, and in particular London and the South, have gone into this new tier, which has affected many people's Christmas plans, especially across the nations of Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales and England, because they've all got different kind of rules. So whereas before it was pretty much a consensus that the whole of the UK could have up to 6 people, up to 3 households for Christmas Day over a 5-day period, that has now changed to 1 day, Christmas Day, and only one other household, but I think up to 6 people if you're in tier 4, of which London is. So Camilla and Charles were expected not to go to Scotland and to stay at Highgrove, which of course is also near Ray Mill, Camilla's home. So I don't think their plans have been necessarily affected. Of course, if Camilla was going to have lots of her extended family over for Christmas dinner, she now can't do that. But I think Charles and Camilla will be pretty much plans as normal for Highgrove for this year. And of course, no Scotland. The Queen was going to spend Christmas Day at Windsor Castle anyway. We didn't know if any of the Edward and Sophie or any of the Yorks might have been going in that kind of bubble, but now they can't do that either. Where I think these new rules may affect the royal family more is William and Catherine, because it was believed that they were going to spend time with the Middletons. And it would have been the first time that Carol Middleton had all grandchildren together at the same time. We now don't know what's happening there. Are William and Catherine going to stay at Anma? That is looking a lot more likely. So yes, it will affect the royal family's Christmases, slightly more so, I think, the Cambridges than anyone else. Also, maybe the Yorks. Maybe they were going to have Beatrice and Eugenie over all at the same time. That's probably not going to happen now either. So just like the rest of the country, our Christmases have been changed pretty much at the last minute. Lots of people saying hello, so hello and welcome if you are just joining. Franco says, can someone summarise the meaning of the title? Only just got here. Yes, the Queen's Christmas Day message, is going to be available on Amazon for the first time. You'll be able to ask Alexa to play the Queen's broadcast. Starlight says, most of the people celebrate this Christmas with their families together. And Sharona says, perfect for blind people. For anyone who might want to just listen to it and maybe can't get it on the radio, you'll be able to ask Alexa to play it. H. London says, will the Queen's speech also be on YouTube? Yes, it's normally posted on their social medias as well, in particular YouTube. H. London says, I've read that one. Lauren says, I agree, Sharona, it's a lot more inclusive. Yes, more and more people will be able to access it. Mike says, your camera seems to be moving around. It's because it's on a table. And when I'm moving, see what I mean? It can wobble. I do apologise. I will try not to be as armsy. Elaine says, I have only seen Charles and William's Christmas cards, though, not flattering of Camilla or Charles. I liked their card. I didn't think it was particularly festive, but I did like it. I think it was casual. I don't think that card was meant to be taken for the Christmas card. I think it was just a picture that was taken to show a happy time for them in the summer. They were in lockdown at that point. They'd spent a lot of time together. They were probably, in a weird kind of way, quite enjoying the time together, that kind of downtime. Then I think when they kind of came to review the pictures to choose for a Christmas card, I think they just happened upon that one, liked it, and chose it. That's probably why it's a lot less formal. I don't think Camilla would have purposely chosen to pose in jeans for a Christmas card if it was intended to be a Christmas card. So I think it was just a photo that they ended up just liking and then just turned into their Christmas card, basically. A lot of people saying happy holidays as well. Marilyn says, how much is known about the new virus? Well, it's not a new virus, it's the same virus. And it's supposed to be 70% more contagious. But at the moment, experts are saying that it's not any worse, it's just more contagious. So more and more people may be susceptible to it, is kind of what they're saying at the moment. Although things might change. I don't know. Things, as we know, things change. So as of now, that's what we're being told. Elise says, what about Camilla and Charles having Christmas at their home for the terminal ill children? Oh yeah, that's not going to happen. Normally we get to see the children decorating the tree at Clarence's house. No, normally that's happened by now. We are not getting any of those lovely moments that we normally get. So no. Leanne says, too bad we don't know more about COVID since William and Charles have antibodies. I guess it protects them, but unknown if they can still spread it. True, we don't know. At the moment, there is a huge vaccination programme rolling out, the beginnings of rolling out in the UK. Lots of people in the Queen's age bracket have had the vaccine. We haven't had any word yet that the Queen or Philip have had the vaccine. What I'm expecting is that at some point we will have an announcement that the Queen has had the vaccine, or Philip, or both. That's kind of what I'm imagining. I don't think we'll see a video of the Queen having the jab or a photograph of, a needle in her arm. It will be done privately. I'd be very surprised, and I would eat my hat if that wasn't the case. But I think probably coming up pretty soon, we may get word that the Queen has had the vaccine. She's certainly eligible at this point to get it, although no special treatment. Princess Eugenie, Beatrice rather, no, Princess Eugenie, she was pictured almost ready, I think. Well, she looked very advanced in her pregnancy, let's put it that way. She was kind of spotted out and about, and yeah, she looks very happy and advanced with the pregnancy. So when baby is due, we really don't know. Also, we didn't obviously get to see the Queen's Christmas lunch, because normally we see all of the arrivals of the extended family for the Queen's Christmas lunch. That didn't happen either. Canetta says, question, what is the cancer scare for William? There is no cancer scare for William. I don't know where you've heard that from, but fake news. Kelly says, I'm willing to bet that Her Majesty the Queen had the vaccine and Prince Philip too. We're just waiting, I think, for the announcement that they possibly had it. Right, and that's kind of it, I think, at the moment. I don't think I had anything particular to add. Let me just kind of check. Oh yeah, Princess Beatrice came under some scrutiny this past week because she says that she was having a business dinner and it was picked up on that it may have broken COVID rules. Now, Princess Beatrice is still insisting that it was a working dinner. We don't know how true that is, but she is still saying that that is a working dinner, and that in that case, if it was truly a working dinner, she wouldn't have broken those rules, because you are allowed still to meet to work in the UK, if that makes sense. And that's kind of it, I think, at the moment. Yeah, so do we have any other kind of questions about the royal family? Prime Minister Andrew Carter says, Merry Christmas to your own Queen Elizabeth. Yes, and I wish everybody a really happy and safe time and period over these Christmas holidays. Really just stay safe and keep to all of your government guidelines wherever and however that may be. Corgi Pon is trying to guess what the Queen will wear, colour for the Christmas message. I'm thinking a festive red. I don't know. I'm going to plumb for red, or maybe plum or red. Pian says, what royals' messages do you listen to besides Her Majesty? Normally Charles, I think, does a New Year's speech. So I do like listening to Charles's New Year's speech. Yes, thank you, Sharona. My in-laws, all of my family are fine, thank you. Has the Queen made her Christmas plans known? Yes, she's staying at Windsor. Right, that's it. I am going to go now. So thank you so much for watching this little kind of Christmas updated video. As always, thank you for watching. Please leave a comment and a like. Also, please subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And I will be releasing my own Christmas message on Christmas Day. So look out for the premiere link to that as soon as I make it go live. So thank you so much for watching. Mwah to you all, and goodbye.